So here's the Dell Latitude CPT that I've been working on for a while. As you can see here, Latitude CPT. The issue was that it was running into issues. That doesn't make sense, but yeah, it was running into problems detecting all of its memory. It would only accept one stick of RAM in each slot. It wouldn't accept the full 512 megs that it was supposed to. So I ran some memory tests, put some RAM in it, ran some more memory tests, and it was all going fine. And then I went to power it on today, and I'm greeted with this lovely keyboard error message. And these two lights, according to the official Dell suggestion manual, is right there. Those two are illuminated. That is a system board error, and their next step is to replace the system board. I don't think I'm going to be able to find a replacement board, so what I'm going to do, short of replacing the laptop, which I might end up doing, is I'm going to bake the motherboard. And that was obvious because that's the title of this video, Baking a Dell Latitude CPT Motherboard. That is the plan. I'm hoping that maybe there's something on the board that came desoldered over time and that this is going to help. I really don't know. But we're going to give it a shot, so I am now going to tear this thing all the way apart, or at least far enough to get the motherboard out, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to reseat some of the connections along the way, such as the connections, like the processor. Just going to reseat that, see if that helps anything, but I don't think it will. So yes, without further ado, I'm going to pull the motherboard and we're going to bake it. It's now time to put this thing in the oven. I've removed everything except for these little plastic pieces right here. They usually don't shrivel up and burn or anything. They get a little bit smaller, but they're usually fine. I'm not concerned. This as well. This thing is fine. I'm baking it upside down because there are 3 chips. There's the graphics chip. I don't know what the other 2 do right now. I think one of them is a network controller. One of them is just a PCI bus controller. I don't know. The chipset's underneath. But it is now time to throw this thing in the oven. I have it set for 400. And it's going to go in for 9 minutes. Make sure to put this in here so it's as flat as can be. There it is. And we will put it, kitchen timer, 9 minutes, start it. And I'll pull it out after those 9 minutes have passed. Run, 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 get it out, get it out. Nice. Turn the oven off, and here we are. That is one baked board. And it's, balls. Balls, balls, balls. I don't even know what that is. What the hell is that? Something went back there. Well, it's not the power jack, so I'm not concerned about that. All the audio jacks are still in place. Huh, alright. Well, I don't know what that is, but I guess I'll find out eventually. Oh, shit. Oh, I forgot a piece of plastic, too. Damn. Well, I promise you that I've done this before. I've done this many times on many different laptops, but I'm kind of, I don't know. I guess I was very distracted. Oh well, you know, it wasn't working anyway, so if it still doesn't work, I'm not too torn up about it. But let's let this cool off, and we'll see what the aftermath of this was. Well, shit, that's not good. This little thing that fell off seems to be a coil of, ow, it's fucking blisteringly hot. A coil of some sort. So, probably gonna have to solder that thing back on. Huh. Yeah, you can see the 4 to the right of my finger right there. There's 4 socket things right there. Wonder if I could still put it in. Of course, now it's upside down. I don't know. I'll resolder that back in place once this thing cools down. It is now a few days later, and unfortunately I have not been able to get this board to post anymore. In fact, it doesn't even show any signs of life. So I'm going to say that this is the first board that I have ever killed by baking it. I've done about 50 boards, give or take a couple, and most of them, if they were already dead, they stayed dead, or they started to work again, which was great. But this one must be a little too far gone. I don't know if it was entirely my fault, but I'm sure it had something to do with the baking. This little, as I said in the last video, a coil, I don't know what it's actually called, right there. I reattached that, didn't work. I flipped it around 180 degrees to make sure I didn't have it on reversed or something. No luck, still dead. And I didn't mention this in the last clip that you saw, but these audio jacks were all kinds of messed up. I think I said that they were fine, but one of them was almost completely off the board. The other one was not quite that far behind. It was very interesting to see parts fall out of this board. I have never had that happen, and I've done a lot of laptop motherboards and a lot of old computer desktop boards. So it's, I don't know. I have no idea why that happened, but it did. A new replacement board, or a replacement board new to me, is about 35 bucks. So what I plan to do is get rid of some things, such as this Dell Inspiron. I think it's a 5100 laptop. It works just fine. I'm going to get rid of it because I don't need it. Maybe make about $40 something off of it. Cover the cost of a new board. I'm not really too torn up about this. I really, really wish it worked, though. I'm a little bit upset. If you can't tell by my voice, this laptop has a lot of sentimental meaning, as nerdy and lame as that might sound, and I was really hoping that this that I bought for $75, because I couldn't find another one exactly like it, was going to work for me, but unfortunately it just didn't. On to a new board. I will purchase one on eBay in the next couple of weeks after I sell some other stuff to get my eBay budget back, replenish my eBay fund, is what I meant to say. Yeah, that's it. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, that's about it.